original junglist from 19 Wadia, yeah, sir. Can't get it cause them lock up. Freedom, gangster. There is no original more original than this.
Yo, 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 welcome back. Jon Johnson coming straight out of Kingslayer Gaming in beautiful Santan, Arizona with the one and only. Yo, I got to get the introductions right, bro, because you only get one chance to make a first impression. Dog, I'm talking about the golden incision of the tag team division. I'm talking one half of not only the Megatest Warriors, I'm talking one half of the PCWAZ Tag Team Champions of the world. Two Scoops, Tommy Test, baby. What's good with you, player? How you doing? Oh, dude, I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for having me in your home, dog.
Thank you for coming, man.
Dude, bro, I just wanted to see if I could, take a little bit of time out of your busy schedule, as you know you do. Talk to me a little bit. You are the new tag team champion. You just had a title defense. How does it feel living the champ life, baby?
Good. This is my first ever championship. This is only my 16th match, actually, when we won this. So, rather new. I'm not a changer to being a champion, that's for sure. I'm a former collegiate national champion in rugby. Won several tournaments in high school wrestling, district champion. But this is my first championship bout in professional wrestling. In Winslow, it was awesome. The first defense against Sky High, they're phenomenal. They are, if not one of the best teams on the West Coast. We tore it down. It was fun.
Dude, I love it. I love it. Bro, real talk, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there. First of all, I know me and you had a date. We had a date. We wanted to do this a little bit earlier. Full disclosure behind the curtain joint. Yo, Winslow is far. Yo, y'all, come on, dog. Come on. I had no idea. I need to fill out a map. I need to check my joints beforehand. That's on me.
So it's all good. And actually, Winslow actually worked out perfect for me personally because I wrestled on Thursday in Albuquerque for Duke City Championship Wrestling. So I made my debut in front of my grandparents are there. Talking like 90 to 100 friends and family. So sold out arena. It was jam packed, loud. So we drove from Santan on Wednesday, spent the night with family, wrestled Thursday, watched my dad and my brother, the football coaches, back home, watched the football game Friday night, which those kids that are seniors and juniors are the kids I coached when they were in 5th grade. So those are my boys. So it was like a nice little homecoming. They're all buying my shirts, got to show them the belt and everything. And then it was a perfect circle. We got to come back up north to Winslow. So it was a far drive, but we were doing a loop anyway. So it all worked out.
Dude, I love it, bro. It never ceased to amaze me, the clinical schedule that professional wrestlers go through, bro. It is not discussed enough, which is why when you told me you coming all the way out to Santan for this interview joint, I want to pay some respect, bro, because I feel that respect represents respect. You know what I'm saying? So if you get to travel all around the world to make ends meet for you and your fam, why can't I drive my little butt on out here, you know what I'm saying, to pay some respect and put people on to the greatness that is the tag team champ? Come on, son.
Well, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Not a lot of people actually care that much about their craft, and it shows. You have good content and you have good quality, and then, I mean, if you're going back to wrestling, the people that really want to make something of it actually make the drives, put the extra work in, pay attention to the minor details, because that, in the long run, is the bigger picture.
See, and I want to just stay on that exact same route. Speaking of what it took to get to this joint right here, because I remember not too long ago, my man was running a little solo, a little bad boy going against John Wolfgang a few different times. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what is that transition like for you as a tag team professional wrestler, as well as continuing your run to not only maintain the title, but maintain Tommy Toops Test, baby? Let's go.
So it's funny, when Mike and I first got paired up together, he was in a tag team. He was with Dallas King, and they were already a team, and they were rocking and rolling. They wrestled together in a couple promotions, and they were like the top babyface tag team in our rebirth of PCWAZ, and they were kicking everyone's butt. I was in a tag team with John Collins, and we were, of course, not fan favorites. And he ended up getting an injury. Dallas ended up getting an injury, and they're both out. And it was just kind of a thing like, hey, you're in a tag team, let's put them together. And just completely different characters. He's this upbeat video game character that was just powering up and complete opposite of me, honestly, in every way. Personally, in-ring style, and then here I was, my whole gimmick was like a toxic masculinity, I guess, righteous, kind of not happy to be there. I'm here for the fight more than anything else. And we clicked, and it's our first time, Mike and I, we didn't even get much training together as a tag team. It was kind of like, all right, last second decision, go out there. And I ended up feeding off of him so much. He's just this larger than life character, and everything he'd do, I try to match him. So that, like, he'd say something goofy, so I'd try to match him. I'd do something dumber, and it got to the point where we just started feeding off of each other. And after that first match, our trainer Gallo was like, "I'm actually super surprised. That was really entertaining." And just in training, we're just kind of messing around with different moves that we do. We do have completely different styles and movesets. And which is funny because, I'm a little bit bigger than him. I'm 5'10", 235, and he's maybe 5'7", 200. So I'm the bigger guy, but he's definitely the more athletic one. He definitely does the drop kicks, the torture racks, the gory bombs. I'm just a body slam and a suplex guy, So we were just playing around, and we made this cool tag move. And I can't say the name of the finish, but it's a torture rack, and he grabs him up, and then I come and short tackle to the head.
It's nasty. It's nasty. I've seen it live when they first went. I was here. Yeah. I was there when they first got the strap. You know what I'm saying? I was back in the lock, not to put myself over too much, but I was there. You know what I'm saying? When it went down, and bro, it's gnarly, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. Gnarly. You got to be there.
So we hit it once in training, just pretty much on the fly. Like, lift him up. All right, boom. Everyone in class said, "That's crazy. That's unreal. You have to do that." So we ended up having a tag team match against Flyboy Freddy and Devin Reno, which ended up going on to be the first ever PCW tag team champions. And we got in them, and it was like a weird situation where they're loved by the crowds, Freddy and Devin, babyface, and then Mike's loved by the crowd, and then I'm the only bad guy. So it was like, even the ref, they loved everyone in the ring but me. And it was so different. It was probably like my third or fourth ever match. And here I am with wrestling with people that I've never worked with before. I mean, I've worked with anybody. But in a situation that I'm unfamiliar with, I'm in a tag team match. And we hit that move, and that was the biggest pop of the night. And a lot of people were just coming to me and saying, "Hey, that was awesome." And for me, that meant a lot because my previous match before was another tag match with John Collins, and I lost in 6 minutes. So I had family members drive all the way 8 hours, 9 hours from like Las Vegas, New Mexico, all the way to Phoenix just to watch, drive 8 hours to watch me lose in 6 minutes. And that's so embarrassing. And even though we lost that match, to hit that move, everyone was talking about it. And then we had momentum. At Slam U, about a month later, I was booked in a match with Collins. It was Collins night versus Mike and Metanoia. Collins is unable to compete. He has head injury. So what happened was I convinced Mike to join my team so we could beat up Metanoia 2-on-1. Wow. And I pretty much persuaded him with a Game Boy. And he took the bait. He joined my team, and this one I thought we were gonna get 2-on-1. Doink the Clown comes out, evens the odds. So then it was Mike and I versus Metanoia and Doink, and we ended up just tearing it down. It was kind of just the dynamic that is, or I was feeding off him more than anything. And now, a year or so later, that match was actually a year ago on Saturday. That match, so it's a full year ago later. We had our first tag team title defense a year ago later from that day, from our first official teaming up. So exactly one calendar year later, as a tag team, we defended our tag team belts.
Bro, I love it. I love how everything comes full circle like that. That's phenomenal. I want to talk a little bit more about that tag team, just in the sense of MB Dub. We know he's a video game fanatic.
Yeah.
We know here at Kingslayer Gaming, we love our games.
Good.
Are you Tommy Two Scoops? Are you also on the sticks? Talk
Yeah.
to me. What's good?
Yeah, of course. My wife and I, we play a lot of Star Wars Battlefront. She's a big first-person shooter, but like she used to play Call of Duty and zombies and stuff like that. I'm more of an RPG guy,
Okay.
big Pokemon guy. Red Dead Redemption. I love I can be customized. Grew up on a ranch, you know, so my mom wasn't like this, but I used to chew a little tobacco, drink a little beer, and 2020 I was playing Red Dead Redemption and, you know, doing all of that, and it just became my favorite game. And I stopped all of that, but I'll still play Pokemon. I play Sword and Shield, or the new one, Scarlet and Violet, which my brothers play, my good friends play, my best friends play, so we all play online and stuff. My wife, I have Scarlet, she has Violet, and a couple of the guys at the wrestling school, we all kind of play together, and that's kind of our big thing. I'm not as into it as Mike, but like that guy knows every detail about every video game. He collects them. Like that guy, I've never seen him lose it, and I don't think he ever will lose a game with Super Smash Bros. Like we did a game night for Slam U at the Endgame Bar, the video game bar, and I think he went like 10-0 on Super Smash Bros. And my job was I just stood there behind him, hyping him up. But yeah, I love video games. I grew up playing a lot of wrestling games, Madden. Matter of fact, my wife bought me the new wrestling game. I haven't bought the new like 2K games since like 2015 or something, and she bought it for me. And I ended up loving it. And I haven't played it too much, but I did appreciate the design of your own character. So my new gear, I just got a new singlet. I actually created it from the Creative Superstar. So I was just kind of playing around with it, and it's so in detail. So pretty much I made it, got some colors designed, and I just kind of make like a X-Men theme in mind. So like Cyclops, I have like the yellow boots, but yeah, this is blue and gold. And I put something together, and then I sent it to a gear maker out in Georgia. House Show Gears makes really good stuff. He makes Austin Theory stuff, Grizz Brody stuff, Don Vitelli stuff. Wow. So I sent him an idea, and he was like, yeah, I could do that. And he came back better than I ever imagined, expected. Like, it was crazy to think like something in my head that I put together became real life and blew my expectations away. Fits perfect, feels perfect, so it's like dreams coming true in every aspect.
Dude, and I just want to point out, we cannot miss this, dog. He started with the foundation. Can we talk about where it started again?
Yes.
2K, dog. He started the foundation, the blueprint on 2K, got the joint sent off to the designer, and was able to manifest what this man developed with the initial video game track. Come on, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. If gaming ain't life, come on, son. That's what I'm talking about, dog. Yo, so as we move on a little bit, let's talk about what's next for Two Scoops, dog.
Yeah.
What you got going on next in the life of the tag team champ?
I was actually looking at my calendar like 10 minutes ago. I was setting it to the promote in Albuquerque. As of right now, I have 7 confirmed bookings for the rest of the year. I'm trying to get some more. I'm going to be out in PCW Ultra, and then I'm going to be doing a show, like a street fair show, a weekend before that in October. September 14th, I'm going to be out in Albuquerque with Duke City Championship Wrestling. They have a phenomenal program out there. It's on channel 28 or 26 on Albuquerque local TV, so it's televised product. It's on their YouTube channel. In the historic El Rey Theater in Central in Albuquerque, so it's like professional sound, professional lighting, live commentary. They have live music. They have a band killing it. It's by far the best professional wrestling that New Mexico has ever seen. And I'm telling you, these are capacity crowds. They just released like a little highlight video on YouTube with a little bit of the wrestling and the action from this past weekend. And when I walked out, and I'm saying they have a legitimate professional sound, I mean, bumping. The crowd was so loud you couldn't even hear my music. Even the commentators even said, for a second, I don't think I could hear, you know? So I'll be there on the 14th of September, and then loop back around on the 16th, that Saturday, with PCWAZ. We have our second tag title defense. Right now, it looks like we're wrestling the Suavecitos, and they're two-time now, or back-to-back PCWAZ Tag Team champions, and they're champions everywhere. I mean, pretty much every promotion on the West Coast, Canada, Mexico, they have the championship belts out there. So there's a tag team that I think is gonna make it far in the near future. Not that they're making a big wave in the wrestling world right now, but I think that they're gonna get to that next level rather soon. They train with some of the best guys, and they can hang in there with anybody. I mean, working with them was an absolute blast. They are really, really good. I'm excited for it. And I mean, PCWAZ, they focus more on the wrestling more than the theatrics, in my opinion. So they kind of just like, here's a poster, and here's gonna be you versus you, and that's it, you know, which I kind of appreciate. So I'm excited for that. I know Slam U is gonna have a couple big shows coming up in October. I think one of the posters just got announced. We're gonna be doing All Villains Leave Again, the charity show for the Phoenix Children's Hospital that we do every year. I believe we've done 3 of them already. This is the 4th annual, and pretty much what that charity event is for is to get rated villains who pair up with them, and they get gifts for Christmas for the kids at the Phoenix Children's Hospital and stuff like that. So that's something I've luckily been a part of for 2 of the last 3 years. One of the years I actually broke my skull like that weekend. The night before Halloween, I was in a car accident in New Mexico, so I missed that one. But last year I was able to be a part of it, and it was a blast. You know, we have a annual battle royal at the end of the night, and it's always the biggest hit. Which actually last year I was in a tag team match with Mike that show early on in the night, so we did double duty because I did the tag match and then the battle royal, and it was in the rain, and it was outdoors at the end game. I ended up taking a back body drop, first move of the night I took, and it was raining, and maybe I slipped, maybe the other guy I overextended myself. He back body dropped me, and I flew up in there as high as I possibly could. I thought everything was good, and I landed right on my butt so hard that my forehead touched the mat. I can send you the video, it's so brutal. I lost feeling in my legs. I went numb immediately, and I rolled out of the ring, and I stepped out, and I said, I can't feel my legs, they're asleep. And I was holding onto the ring, and that ring we use out there, it's taller than all the rest. It's the old Ultra ring, and it's tall, and I couldn't, and it was raining, it was wet, and I still finished the match.
What?
And I got back to the top, and we had to walk up these stairs at the end game all the way up to the locker room, and at this point I can't bend over and touch my toes. But I finished the match, we got the win, we hit our big finishing move, it all happened. At the end of the night comes the battle royal. Here I come walking down the stairs again, and I couldn't touch my toes, and everyone's like, if you can't do it, sit out. And I'm like, I'm gonna ball out. I mean, I wasn't in a position to chicken out. I don't think, maybe I'm stubborn, maybe it wasn't the safest bet, but I felt like I was protected by everyone around me. I was in no position to hurt anyone or hurt myself because I was with people that knew what they were doing. Went out there. I think luckily I was like number 16 or 17 to get in out of like 20 some. So I had a little bit of a rest up there. And then I stayed in there for a good 10-12 minutes before getting thrown over the top and tall ring once again. Land on my feet, good thing. And I was all right. But it's always a fun event. So this one we're going to be doing in Mesa. So okay. Another outdoor event. And then we have another one. I think this one's going to be announced soon. I don't know if I'm even able to say it, but I don't know the exact date, or I do. I just don't remember right now. We're going to be doing something with the city of Mesa coming up. So it's a big, for like Mesa Day or something like that. So that'll be something fun. Slammy will be releasing all the details soon.
Bro, I love it. I love it. My man's got a full schedule, as you know. I hope you was taking notes down there in the joint. We're going to have some links to some of the shows down there in the comments, at least the ones that we already know that are
Cool.
announced. You know
I
what I'm saying?
have a calendar.
Come on, dog. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let the people know, to Scoops, where they can find you. Let me know some socials so they can continue to know the greatness that is the tag team champ, baby.
Cool. Yeah. I think my Instagram handle, let me tell you just to make sure, because I just changed my name. I think it's Tommy_2_Scoops Brofficial. So I just added bro to official.
I'm gonna put that down there. You see that down right there? That's the joint. That's the joint right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then on Facebook, it's Tommy Test Wrestling. That's my Facebook page. And then I have TikTok. It's kind of a personal / wrestling. I don't really use it, but I really enjoy it a lot. My goal is to actually start doing a YouTube channel myself. I have 2 videos posted. I have a promo with Mike and then my dark match at Ultra. But my plan is to eventually start posting more and more matches out there, which I have matches on my phone. I just got to go through them and post them on YouTube. But yeah, it's I think Tommy Test Wrestling on YouTube as well. Let me double check.
Dude, my man is an entrepreneur. My dude is trying to get everything, getting all the bases covered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
YouTube is Tommy Test 69 on YouTube.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
2 videos up so far, but that's one of my goals by the end of the year is to expand on that and grow my page.
I love it. I love it. Yo, it has been a blast to sit here with the champ. I just want to ask, anything you want to say out to the fans out there that are sitting here watching, my guy, that have been following you ever since, you know, because you got young fans out there. I know you saw, come on, dog. I know y'all saw the joint with the little kid getting the hug joint. Come on. I know you see him out there, bro. You had the whole crowd pumped up, baby. So what's your message as the champ to his people in his delegation, son?
Yeah, I guess my overall message would be, I'm not trying to steal John Cena's stuff, but just never quit. I think since I've started training, I've faced a large bit of adversity. Not to get into any specific details, but I've lost best friends, I've lost brothers-in-laws, I've lived in 3 or 4 different houses since I moved here, and I moved here all on my own. So I moved from small town New Mexico to the big city of Phoenix on my own. Didn't know anybody at all, just to pursue wrestling. Breaking my skull, losing some teeth, that injury, just a lot of adversity that I've faced. COVID, I started training in 2019, the last day of June 2019 was my tryout. And then March 2020, the world shuts down. They know the wrestling school is closed, gyms are closed. So I had to move back home to New Mexico. So once I started getting in the groove, I just started actually wrestling and stuff in training, and we're gonna have a show, Code Red, in Mesa at the Club Red, which I think closed down after COVID. But we were getting ready for that, and I was, that was coming around the corner. I was finally in a groove, and then that dampened everything. And then I went back home, and I was like, is it even worth going back? Or, do I try a different place? Or is the wrestling dream over? And then I come back, and then I'm out of shape, and I have to work double hard, and I forgot everything I knew before. And then I start getting in the groove again. I have my first match in September, and then that October I get an injury, So fall back, set back. So it's not as, I guess my overall advice would be the old Rocky saying, it's not how hard you could hit, it's how hard you could get and get back up. So for a while it feels like 2 steps or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but even if it feels that way, you could always fight uphill. It's always an uphill battle. And I kind of take that attitude. I've been in a situation where I thought there was no way out, but then I kicked out at 2. So that's my thing, is that 2 scoops, I'll get my butt kicked the whole match. But once I hear 2, it's in my head. I kick out. Even when I did a full scorpion on the road, and this is a true story, I could ask my brother, my friend Gabe that was in the truck. I got launched out of this vehicle, and I'm full scorpion. I'm sliding 5 to 10 feet on my forehead. They pull over, and I'm down 1, and everything slows down in my head, and I kind of hear I don't know, maybe the sound, because I was going so fast, kind of everything slowed down, and I know I'm hit, and then I'm down for 1 second. I had to make sure all my fingers are there, You know, I'm bleeding. My shoes popped off. My sunglasses are gone. And the first thing I say is, my fingers are still in my hands. I can stand up. My legs aren't gone. I have all my limbs. And I stood right back up for not even 3 seconds to get off the road. And then, so that was kind of my thing is, if a Ford F-150 can't stop me, no one can, you know?
Ooh, come on, dog. My man's a beast. He's a freaking machine out here, son. Yo, words of wisdom, words of inspiration from the one and only tag team champion of the world, 2 Scoops, Tommy Test. Yo, it's been a pleasure to be able to sit here in your beautiful home in this amazing vicinity we got here, son. Real talk, I'm humbled. I'm humbled, my boy, to be here in front of the champ, dog. Hey, yo, it's been real. It's been your boy, Jon Johnson, coming straight out of Kingslayer Gaming, the PCWAZ Tag Team Champion of the world, 2 Scoops, Tommy Test. You know what it is.
One more thing. Cincinnati Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's number 1. Number 2, Auburn's going to beat Alabama. And 3, the West Vegas Dons are going to win the district title for the first time in 20 years. Mark my words. Was it the 21st of August, 2023?
Yes, sir.
I said that on this date. Those 3 teams are going to make a difference this year. I don't think that's ever happened, ever. I don't think the Bengals have ever won a Super Bowl. I don't think Auburn's beating Alabama since like 2013. But this is the year it's all going to happen, because this is the year of the champ, baby. So,
hey, my man is making his shot, all right? He's showing his support, showing his colors, all right? Making sure, yo, get it done, dog. Let's get it.